This session is going to be on expanding brackets. So a basic expansion of a bracket would be this. Okay. So in this instance, you're going to times 2 by the x and the 2 by the 3. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is 6. Right. Another example would be this. Right. So x by x and x times by 4. So what this is going to be is x times x, which is x squared plus 4x. Now, if you have a minus on the outside, what it's going to do is essentially it's minus 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to times it all by minus 1. So you're going to get minus 4 minus x minus 2x squared. Now this can be rearranged in descending powers to make it a lot more familiar. There we go. Now let's go into more complex expansion of brackets. That should just be a recap. Okay. So, say for instance we had a double bracket. Now what would happen here is this is essentially because you're going to times this by that, 3 by x, 3 by 7, x by x, and x by 7. So if it makes it easier for you, you could write it out like this, but try and do it that way because it's going to be more, it can get more complex as it gets more brackets, because you can have a triple bracket or a quadruple bracket for later on in maths. So this will come out as 3 times x, which is 3x, 3 times 7, which is 21, x times x, which is x squared, and x times 7. So this can be rearranged now to become x squared plus 7. There's 2 lots of x here, so that will become 10x plus 21. So let's do some more example of these. So 17 equals. So the 2x times 3x, which is 6x squared because it's 2 x's, which need timing together. Then we're going to do 2x times 17, which is 34x. And then we're going to do 4 times 3x. We'll do that on top actually, which is 12x. And then 4 times 17, which is 68. Okay, so then we've got to simplify it. So you're going to do, there's 2 lots of x there. So 34 and 12 is 46x plus 68. Okay, now we're going to do one with a minus in. So minus 4x, it's gone into rubber, minus 4x times 3x is minus 12x squared, because there are two lots of x. You're timing the x's together, so it's x squared. Then you're going to do minus 4x times 4, which is minus 16x. Almost got myself out there. 6 times 3x, which is 18x. Then 6 times 4 finally, which is, what have I got? I can't remember, 24. Right. Now you've got to add these together. So you will get minus 12x squared minus 16 plus 18x is plus 2x plus 24. I would recommend always using a calculator to work them ones out, because they can get a bit messed up in your head. Okay, and then a final look at possible triple brackets or triple multiplications when using brackets. Okay. So 3x plus 7, 2x plus 5, x plus 1. Make it easier towards the end. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the first two brackets first on their own. So, but not forgetting about that bracket there. So 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x plus 15 plus 5 is 15x. 7 on top. 7 plus 2x is 14x, and then 7 times 5 is 35. Now when we simplify this, it's going to become 6x plus 29x plus 35. Then we've got to go back to the beginning, where that's still in a bracket and it's still got to be times by x plus 1. So it's going to come out as I don't know why I put that there. It's going to come out as 6x squared times x. Now the indices rule. Indices rule states that x m plus n equals x m plus x n. There's technically a 1 here and a 1 there. So think about it like that. So that's where that would be that 1 in the equation, and that would have 6 in front, and that would be the 2. Okay, so it's going to be 6. So it's going to be 6x squared plus times x to the 1, because it is to the power of 1. That's annoyed me. It's times there, sorry. So that would become 6x, because 1 times 6 is 6 still. And then 2 plus 1, which is 3. So 6x cubed. Then 6x squared times 1, which is 6x squared. Now 29 times x, which is going to become 29x. 1 plus 1, which is 2. And then plus 29x, because 29 times x times 1. Then we're going to do another line. 35 times x. And then lastly, 35 times 1, which is 35. I was going to get a calculator out so I don't have mess up any of these. So now I've got to simplify. So 6x cubed is the only cubed. There are two 6x. There's 2x squareds, which will add together to make 35x squared. Then we've got two lots of x, which adds to make 64x, and a single on its own 35. Okay, so bear in mind this equation here. What can you tell me is similar about them two equations, and how could you get the answer without any further expansion, mathematical expansion? Okay, so what that essentially is minus 1, right? So that we know that this, right? We know that all of this makes all of this. So we know that 6x cubed plus 35x squared plus 64x plus 35 all equals that. Now we're doing is timesing it all by minus 1. So that would become minus 6x cubed minus 35x squared minus 64x minus 35.